other big story tonight. 10 Investigates uncovers more evidence of grade tampering at a Columbus high school. It is the latest in the ongoing data manipulation scandal plaguing the Columbus City School District.
Most parents would be happy if their kid brought home a higher grade, but students given passing grades they didn't earn ultimately harms that child's education and the district's credibility. 10 Investigates' Paul Aker joins us live in the studio with what he found in the district's own records. Paul.
Right, Jerry. The state auditor is looking into whether grades have been changed throughout Columbus, but documents 10 Investigates obtained show Columbus City Schools' own internal auditor is focused, at least in part, on Marion Franklin High School. Documents from her office give dates and times of hundreds of grade changes.
At Marion Franklin High School, the graduation ceremonies are real enough. The question is, what about the grades behind the diplomas? 10 Investigates has obtained documents that show some of those grades have been altered. We're talking about the school intentionally changing final marks.
That was just done very, very rarely. From my experience in the 4 years that I was there.
Kenney Kent is a former assistant principal at Marion Franklin. She says when she was there, the school almost never changed a grade.
I really could actually count on one hand how many grades were changed.
Really?
Really, seriously.
That few?
That few.
But the documents we uncovered show recently it's happened much more frequently. In most cases, the grades went from F's to D's, meaning that graduation rates at Marion Franklin might have improved, as well as the school's standing on state reports.
10 Investigates obtained the documents through a public records request. Look at what it shows. Grades in 2011 going from F's to D's, failing to passing. And we found it over and over and over again. And these records from the district's internal auditor, 10 Investigates found in 1 month alone, hundreds of changes.
Wow, I'm really angry already and sickened.
That same month, records show grades were switched from F to D's several hundred times. We found one entry after another.
F to D, 11:02 a.m. F to D, 11:02 a.m.
Minutes apart or within the same minute.
F to D, 11:16 a.m.
That would suggest manipulation of the grades. That would suggest to me some type of fraudulent activity is going on. I just feel sorry for our students.
The documents all say Marion Franklin High School. School principal Pamela Diggs has not returned calls for comment. Diggs' former assistant principal's name is on the grade change documents we obtained from the internal auditor's office. They say Stan Pyle, grade changes. Kent says that suggests that Pyle went to his computer and changed the grades en masse. Pyle did not respond to repeated attempts to contact him. Nobody from the district could explain what we found, put it in context, or tell us whether the same thing has happened at other Columbus City schools. Still, we know the district's own internal auditor, Carolyn Smith, is working with the Ohio State Auditor to investigate. Emails 10 Investigates obtained show auditors have made plans to interview teachers, specifically those at Marion Franklin, in an apparent effort to find out if those teachers approve the changes. Nobody here at the district would go on camera to comment, but a spokesman did send us this statement. It says the district takes this issue very seriously and is closely evaluating the data contained within the report. Given that the investigation has not been completed, it would not be appropriate to offer any conclusions or comments. The district will continue to fully cooperate with authorities. Still, Marion Franklin has loyal defenders.
The community is backs the school very
Parent Tim Johnson calls the school and its administrators outstanding.
If grades were changed here, would that be wrong, you think?
Yes, I think it might be, but I mean, I think it has to be explained.
We have also placed several calls to the internal auditor for comment. She has not returned those phone calls.
So, Paul, is there any chance the assistant principal was making those changes for his kids at other schools?
You know, that's exactly what we wanted to know, because there were so many of these changes there. Were perhaps those distributed around the district to other schools, maybe using his Marion Franklin account, and that's why that Marion Franklin designation came up. We don't know the answer to that. Nobody's answering questions.
But I'm sure we'll keep digging.
We will.
Thank you, Paul.